Hey, what up? Lazy here as always. In this episode, we're back on Forza Horizon 5 and we're here with the Volvo 242 Turbo Evolution. And what I want to do is build it into a sleeper. So, have it close to 1,000 horsepower and make it look completely stock and then take it drifting because why not? So let's jump in and get this build started. Okay, so for this build, the stock engine isn't going to put out the power that I want it to. We've got those, but the only thing that will come out to around 1,000 horsepower is a 2J, so I'm going with that. I'm definitely leaving it rear wheel drive. I'm not going to touch the body at all. Jumping into here for the tire compound, I'm going to go up to streets. Yep, right there. As for the front tire width, I'm going to bring this up to a 225. And for the rear, I'm going to max it out at a 255. The rim size is going to stay the same. I'm not going to touch the rims. As for the track width, I'm not going to bring it all the way out. I'm just going to go to about there. I want the wheels to be just inside the fenders. So right there as well. That's spot on. Alright, now jumping into the drivetrain. Definitely going to upgrade the clutch. I'm going to chuck in a sport transmission. I'm going to leave the stock drive shaft in it, and I'm going to chuck in a drift diff. Nice. Now we can jump into here. Definitely going to go with a brake upgrade. I've changed the caliper colors to the same as they were stock, so that's pretty cool. For the suspension, I'm going to go with the drift suspension, but I'm going to raise it up to pretty much stock height. I'm going to go through and max out the sway bars in the front and in the rear. No cage. And I'll chuck the weight reduction on now. So 2,700 on the dot. Cool. So as for the engine, I'm going to go through and put in the race fuel system, the race ignition, race valves, and I'm going to go with, that's a bit too much, the street engine block. So 994 horsepower, 705 foot-pounds at just under 2,700 pounds. Yeah, nice. So there is the build done. The paint is completely stock. Yeah, there we go. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that awesome stuff. It's much appreciated. Cheers. Now let's drop in a tune. Okay, so for the tune, I'm going to leave the front tire pressure where it is, but I'm going to bring the rear up to the same as the front. Yep, just like that. As for the gearing, I'm going to pull this back to a 269. 69. Yep, right there. As for the alignment, I'm going to go 3.5 negative camber in the front and 2.5 negative camber in the rear. Yep, right there with 0.2 toe out in the rear. All the rest of the suspension should be good. However, I am going to bring the front ride height up to... We'll go with an 8.3 and a 9.0 in the rear. That should be alright. If you want to download this tune, share codes at the bottom of the screen. As for the brakes, I'm going with my usual 30, 140. Yep, just bring this up to there. Nice. And as for the diff, we'll just go ahead and lock it 100% and 0. Yeah, cool. I just had to make sure I did the brakes properly. Nice, so there's the tune done. Now let's give this thing a rip. Awesome, so there we go. So I think I pretty much nailed what I wanted to do. This thing looks bone stock. There's a couple little differences, like the tires being spaced out a little bit, and the engine sound is one of the main things. But overall, I'm super happy, and it puts down some pretty good numbers. But that's it for the video for today. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Laters.